Hey guys, you're welcome to my channel. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to draft a female jacket with lapel and a rivet collar. So please sit tight and enjoy this video. Thank you. So guys, drafting our female jacket, we're going to start with the basic bodice block, which is a foundation. Then fixing the body measurement. So we are starting with the bust circumference divided by 4. They will mark it. Then after that, we'll go ahead to the waistline too and fix in the waist circumference divided by 4. Okay. Then go ahead to the jacket length, the full length, and fix in our hip circumference divided by 4. Also. So then I went back to the waistline and added 1 inch to the waist circumference, since it's not so going to be so glued to the body, so I want it to be a bit free. I added 1 there, then I connect those marked points. So go ahead and fix in the seam allowance, which I'm using 1 inch. If you like, you can fix 2 inches, 1 inch or half inch. It depends on you. I'm going to be using 1 inch allowance for my seam allowance. So that is it. Then I'm going to erase the sharp corner there. Okay. So now let's go to the main business, which is the lapel and the rivet collar. So now for the lapel, I'm going to create the button stand first, okay, and also the lapel. So it depends on where you want your lapel to stop, where you want to insert it. So I want somewhere under bust. So I went ahead and measured the measurements of my under bust, and I marked it, and I extend it by 1 inch. So this 1 inch is for the button stand. So we're going to add like 1 or 2 buttons to the jacket. Okay. So after that, we'll now measure how wide you want your lapel to be. I think I measured 3 inches for mine. So at the point where I marked the 3 inches, which is supposed to be the straight line, you see, I used dotted line there. Then I went down by 0.5 inch. So the importance of this is that when I fold the lapel, it's not just going to be, it won't be so close to the neck. So I want it to relax down there. I don't want it to come and be a kind of disturbing the neckline. Okay. So after the extension, I'll connect it to the button stand. So if you like, you can give it some curve, a little bit of curve, like what I'm doing here. You just make it straight. So now we're going to the collar. So I'm extending this by 3 3/4, and this is the measurement of my back pattern, the neckline for my back pattern. You measure it around, then whatever you have, that is what I just measured here. So at the end of it, I went back by half inch also, so that the collar will fall at the right, to be a bit relaxed at the back. Okay. So bear it in mind. Then the collar stand, like how tall I want it to be, that is the next thing I'm going to measure now. So then, since the collar is whatever you measure here is going to be unfold, like you're going to divide into two by the time you fold the collar. Okay, so you just choose what your desired measurement. Okay, so back to the neck part, the center front, I extended by 1 inch, then went up by 1.5. Then at that 1.5, I extended, I came out by like 1 inch also. You see what I'm going to draw out now. Yes, so just in order to get this slanted line, then I'll connect it to the collar stand. So this is what I wanted to get. I came out 1 inch from my center front, went up by 1.5, then extended the 1.5 by 1 inch. It's just to help my collar. This is the shape of the way I want the collar to be. Okay, so at the shoulder, I just extended my shoulder by 1/4 inch. Okay, so that my jacket can stand well. And at the armhole too, I extended the armhole curve by 0 and by 1/4 inch also. Okay, so this is just to make the armhole to be more relaxed, so that there won't be any tightness at the sleeve area. So, and this is just the way it is. The different color is made, and the lapel also. It's as simple as this. Okay, so the front bodies of our jacket is, I think we are done with it. Please, you can just take your time and go through this video over and over in order to understand this thing. It's very simple. Okay, it's simple. So now for my facing, I measure my bust distance divided by 2, which is supposed to be for my darts. Okay, then at the shoulder area, I just divided my shoulder by 2 in order to connect this. So there's really no any special rule for that. I'm just doing this in order to create the facing for the jacket. And it is advisable you use an interesting color, or if you cannot use the same fabric for the jacket, for the facing, use a color that you really want or you like, an interesting color, because it can easily show when you put on your jacket. Okay, so now let's go to the back pattern. So the basic body block for the back pattern too is drawn out. So you fix in your bust circumference divided by 4. So guys, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe, like and share my videos with your loved ones. Okay, then the returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back. I love you guys. So just the same measurements we use for the front pattern, we're going to use it here. You remember I added 1 inch to my waist measurement in order to have some ease there. Actually, there's nothing special about the back pattern for the jacket. The main job is with the front pattern. So the same thing for the armhole, I extended it by 1/4 inch, and at the shoulder too, I extended the shoulder by 1/4 inch. Then you create the armhole curve here. Just making sure I have a perfect curve around here. So now for the back, you can just leave the back of your back pattern like this, the center back, just join it together. But if you want some fitness at that area, you want the jacket to be bit fitted, so you can just remove you remove ½ inch from the center back, just the way it is drawn. So you cut this out, so that means your back pattern is going to be in 2 pieces. Then make sure your clothes is on fold. Okay, so you can either do it this way, or you just leave it straight without cutting the back pattern in 2 pieces. It's all a choice, or it depends on how you want your jacket to appear. Then you can fix in your darts. You can either create the 6 pieces the princess dart to the back pattern, okay, or you just do our normal simple dart that you go up by 2 inches from your top length, then from your upper chest line you come down by 1 inch. And you connect this point together. Okay, so this is the collar, the way we drafted it. Okay, remember that edge is going to be on fold, because that will stand as the collar stand. So make sure you cut it carefully. It's going to be attached to the front, to the neckline after you've joined the two. Then that's the lapel. When we are done sewing, it's going to be like this, while the collar is going to be attached to it. Okay, and this is the back pattern. Remember the way I said this ½ inch that will mark in is optional. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. You can always come back for more. Bye.